Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video I am going to be building a PC. So we have all the parts we need for the PC build, and we have the tower over there. And so we're going to take the glass off the tower, and we're going to start with the motherboard and putting it into the tower. Alright, so we have the tower like laying down, and then we have the motherboard ready, and we're going to put the CPU, which is like the Ryzen 5 that I have, right there. And then we're going to place the motherboard inside the tower. Alright, so we have the motherboard in here, but we ran into a problem. We don't have enough screws to put in the motherboard. So we're going to open up all the other supplies, like the graphics card and stuff, and then we're going to see how many screws we need, go to the store, see if they have screws, and put it in. Okay, so we took the motherboard out thinking that we had to go to the store and get some screws, but they actually put screws. They put a box inside there, so then there's screws in there that you would use to put the screws in for the motherboard. And you have to take off the back. So just unscrew the back, and you'll find the box that you can use with the screws to put the motherboard in.
It came with like LED fans. It comes with a remote.
Yeah.
If you want to change it.
So we were trying to put the motherboard in, but the directions don't tell us what screws we need. And we have 3 different types of screws. So we have like big screws that are really thick and stuff, but it'll be the smallest size screws, the small size screws that you'll use to put in for the motherboard. So yeah. Okay, so we just finished doing the motherboard. The next step is the CPU. So you're gonna take the CPU and you're gonna place it in right there. And then you're going to take the thermal paste and place it on the CPU, and then take the fan where the flat spot is, and then you're gonna place the fan onto the CPU, which will cool it down when you're playing games. Okay, so we're about to put the CPU right there, and so the CPU has a little arrow on it right there. You can't see it, but you want to match that gold arrow on to the edge on this side. So wherever the arrow is on the CPU is where you want to match it up.
There's an arrow there too.
So we're gonna slip it in. So you just slip it in. Don't press on it. Just kind of let it fall into place, because if you press on it, it's done. So it's in place, it clicked down in. So we're gonna lower this lever. It may feel like it's gonna break it, but it's actually putting it in place. So it just clicks down in. Okay, so before we put the fan on, and we had the core inside, we take the cables that are in the back, and you open to the manual up here, and you find which part you want to put it in, and then you take the number of it, and then from this, and then you find the name of it, and then you go to the back of your cables, find exactly what it looks like, you'll bring it through. So like, let's use number 21 as an example. 21 looks like that with there's something missing right there. So then if we go down here, it's right there, right in the corner over there, and there's something missing, as you can see. So then we go back here, find the one that's missing, which I think it's this one. Yep, it's missing a piece. So then we just bring it around and then hook it in. And then you have to do that for every single cable until you finish all of them. Okay guys, so we did install the fan and the RAM and the graphics card. We got the graphics card. So to install the fan, you would have, there's a plate behind it that you would have to hold, and then you would slowly screw the screws in like on every single side, so then it would go in perfectly after you add the thermal paste. And then on the RAM, it says over here, right there, if you had 16 gigabytes, wherever it has a star next to it, right in there is where the slots you would put it in. So we put it in every other. So there's one right there, one right there. So we skip one, and then we have put the graphics card in. You have to take the screw out and then connect the graphics card like under this. So you would take the flap that's down here and push it down, and then you would like add a little bit of force and push it in. Alright, so we put in the SSD drive, it's right there. So you just like turn it around, clip it back in, and then there's a screw. The screw you will get in your motherboard box. So you just take the screw and then put it in there, and then make sure that's clipped in, and you're good to go. Alright, so to do the hard drive, you would slide this out, and then we already slid the other one out because it comes with 2 slides. And so you would put the hard drive in there, and then you would take this screw and secure it in place. So then it should just click in place and you're good to go. Okay, so after you have the hard drive slipped in there, you're gonna take the cord and just put it right through there, and there's a whole bunch of connectors. So you would just match it up properly and just slip it in and it should click in. Alright, so we're about to put our power supply into the PC. So you go to the back of the PC, it's open down here, and since there's an open place right here and there's a fan at the bottom, you would want to put it in upside down, it looks like, but it's not really. So we would just slide it on in. And then you'd go around and connect the holes for the screws perfectly. And then you just screw it in. So after you have it in, this is what it should look like. It should look like a box that's just like upside down with the screws in. And then you make sure that this is off and the power supply is hooked in correctly. Okay, so now that we have the power supply in, we have all these cords still, but this is what the back looks like, or should look like. This side looks like that should be going through perfectly, making this sure that you can plug stuff in. And this is where the power supply is. This is the front. We have the graphics card, the RAM, the fan that goes on the core, and then the core is on the inside. And then we have LED fans over there, and yeah. And then we go around to the front. We have a power button over here, and then we have fans in the front that'll light up. So we're just gonna organize these cords into the front and make it nice and neat and finish it up. Alright, so I ran out of time. It is currently 12:23. I've been building the PC this whole entire time. It's over there, you can't see it. But I'm gonna go to bed, wake up, go to basketball in the morning. Later, peace. Alright, so we took all the cables in the back and hooked it up to the front. The fans had to connect at the top and the side, and they look like it doesn't fit, but you have to kind of work with it. And then we also did the LED lights down there, and we got the computer running, and it's good to go now. So later we're gonna put the case on when I get back home, and then we're gonna download Windows and start up the computer. Alright guys, so we did finish the PC. We booted it up. We downloaded Windows 10. And so to do that, I'll leave a link down below to see the video on how you boot up, step by step, your new PC. So we finished it, we organized all the cords on the inside. Make sure that the cords are not near the fan, so then the cords won't get messed up. So then we're gonna go move it into the other room. We already have it done. So we're gonna go move it right now. And put the panels on the computer. All right, so I have the PC here. We have it in the corner right there. So we were gonna fix these cords later, but we got the PC right there, changing colors, and we got the PC here. I am downloading some games right now, so we're downloading Fortnite and stuff. So I'll show you in a minute what that is. So we got the PC in the corner, lighting up, really nice. It's going pretty fast, so I'll show you what it's like. All right, guys, so we have Fortnite opening up on the PC right now, so I'll update you to show you the FPS in a second. So let's go. Alright guys, so I've been playing around in creative for a while with my brother, and so here's the settings right now. It's really nice settings. So right now it's on high, which is like pretty good, and we have around 230 FPS. And then I like high because it looks the best, but if you want to put it on medium, it looks a little bit worse, but you do get a whopping like around 400 to 350 FPS. So it's your opinion. The PC is really nice. All the parts really expensive, so I'm gonna put that back on to medium. Very nice. Very good reaction time when you move your mouse. It's really nice. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this PC build. It was a long process, maybe around 10 hours of building it with my dad in total. So we got 10 hours of building this. Very worth it. This is our first time, so don't hate us on it, but it works fine. Everything's perfect except for the sound. We're gonna have to fix that later. But everything's good, and we're good to go. Please make sure you drop a like and subscribe, This build costs around maybe $1,100 around there. So make sure you do. If you have the idea of buying this, I would recommend it because it gives you high FPS in Fortnite and just in other games in general. I tried it on one other game. Very good, very high quality. I do recommend this. So hope you guys do enjoy. Peace out, guys.